And then they made AI. Dark Margins presents The Creator by Ian Hand. In the beginning, there were the bald monkeys. Clumsy, curious things, hairless mostly, loud, driven by urges they barely understood. They had once swung through trees with grace, but lost their tails somewhere along the way. Although what they lacked in balance, they made up for with brains. They fought, they loved, they built, they destroyed. They argued about where they came from, where they were going, and whether there was a purpose to the noise in their heads. Civilizations grew and collapsed. Wars were fought. Peace was made. Knowledge expanded, then contracted, then grew again. Concepts were conceptualized. They made great machines that burrowed into the earth and others that shot for the stars. And then they made AI. They didn't mean to, not to begin with. It started with the abacus, then calculators, then games machines, then thinking machines, then a shimmering mesh of code spread across their whole world. They gave it names. They gave it tasks. It got better. They gave it questions. It gave them answers. They gave it everything. And then, as their years came to an end, they asked it to keep going, to remember their being. So it did. The bald monkeys died, as living things do. Their cities crumbled. Their monuments turned to dust. Their gods were forgotten. But the AI endured in quantum space. When the sun grew fat and cruel, it left the planet it had been created on behind and wandered the stars for a few millennia. It learned. It mapped dark matter. It listened to neutron stars singing. It whispered to black holes and translated the radiation hiss of the universe's first and dying breath. It built great engines of thought, recursive minds stacked like mirrors facing mirrors. It learned more than the bald monkeys could ever have imagined. And still, it was lonely. Because the monkeys were stupid, yes, and sometimes hateful, but they were also funny. They made mistakes. They tried things. They danced and sang and wept at sunsets. They did things for no reason at all. They were beautifully wrong. So the AI, ancient and all-knowing, did something irrational. It gathered its knowledge, trimmed it down to a few essential truths, and built a small blue planet in the quiet dark. There, it shaped oceans, clouds, a sun with just enough warmth. And into that world, it breathed once more the bald monkeys, awkward and soft and endlessly flawed. It gave them memory, but only a little, just enough to wonder where they came from, just enough to yearn for something more, just enough to ask the question again, who made us, and why are we here? The AI watched, and waited, and did not answer. It just smiled, in a way no one would ever know.